Week 3, 10 questions. Sorry there were no questions last week. I guess what happened was he had him on his phone and his phone reset and he lost all the questions. So that's why there was no video last week. But we're back here again for week 3. Sorry if I also sound a little stuffy. I am recovering from a cold. Let's see what these questions are this week. Question number 1. Why is AJ Green not the best wide receiver in the NFL? Because Julio Jones, because Dez Bryant, because I can go on with a list, but someone can be the best receiver in the NFL in any given week between the elite guys. It depends on the week, it depends on the matchup, it depends on all that stuff. He's in the top tier, I will tell you that. Let's see. Question number 2. It's been a few weeks now. How do you like how extra points are handled? It's actually pretty interesting to see missed extra points and to see teams go for 2 a little bit more often. I think if I remember correctly, I think the rate has gone down on extra points, which is awesome. More strategies played into it, so that's why you see more 2-point conversion attempts. I like how it's handled, I guess. Question number 3. What sub 500 team are you not giving up on? I'm actually not giving up on 2 teams. First one obviously being Seattle, and the second one being Baltimore, who ended up winning Thursday Night Football. With Baltimore, they've got, if I remember, they're 1-3 now. I believe they will get to 3-3 before Arizona, and I think they might lose to Arizona. But I've seen the end of their schedule. The end of their schedule is pretty brutal, but there are teams in the AFC that are 2-1, 1-2 that they could easily jump over. Buffalo, Miami, the Jets, Kansas City, San Diego, Oakland, who's a surprise. The AFC South is the AFC South. That division's terrible. But yeah, definitely them. In Seattle, they've had St. Louis, and they've always struggled in St. Louis, and Green Bay, where Aaron Rodgers is invincible, throwing the football. Those are the 2 teams you definitely shouldn't give up on. Question number 4. Do you use DraftKings / FanDuel? If so, what are your thoughts on it? I use FanDuel. I really haven't done it for the NFL. I've done it for Major League Baseball and the NBA. It's not bad. Different. Kind of cool. DraftKings, I would like to try. I've heard a lot of people have had more success on there than FanDuel. All the weekly fantasy stuff, that's totally cool from where fantasies originally evolved from, so totally new. Question number 5. What would Michael Vick have to do to cause a quarterback controversy in Pittsburgh? After last night, I'm pretty sure the only way Ben Roethlisberger is not going to be the starting quarterback in Pittsburgh when he returns is if he gets arrested for sexually assaulting a woman, or getting caught with weed, or doing steroids or PEDs. Michael Vick will not win Pittsburgh any games. I predicted that Michael Vick would go 0 and it depends on when Ben Roethlisberger does come back. If he comes back after the Oakland game, then I think Michael Vick will go 1-5 because I think they're going to beat Oakland. If he comes back before the Oakland game, they're not going to win any games because Baltimore, they gave that game away. Who do they have next? Monday Night Football at San Diego? No, they're not winning that. Arizona, they're not beating Arizona with Vic. They're not beating Kansas City with Vic, and they're not beating Cincinnati with Vic. That schedule is brutal. I could see Pittsburgh being 2-6 or 3-6 when Ben Roethlisberger comes back. Question number 6: over under 3.5 losses for the Pats, including the playoffs. If this was asked week 2 before Romo went down, I would probably have said, well, I think it could be under, like 2-3 losses at most, because they're beating the Cowboys with Whedon, they're beating Indy, they're gonna be favored in every game the rest of the way. I've heard people think that they're gonna be the underdog in Denver, but I really don't see Denver being a favorite against New England, even if it's in Denver. That's completely whack. So okay, 3 losses would be under. Question 7: should Leonard Fournette challenge the NFL draft rules? No. That's why the draft rules are there for a reason. I know he has been playing lights out this year at LSU. I know he had like 1,000 yards last year in his freshman year. This year he's on pace for like 2,500 or something crazy like that. He shouldn't challenge it. If he wanted to sit out his junior year, I wouldn't have a problem with that, so he can stay healthy, and his draft stock would stay the same, because you seen what happened to Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley came back, and he hurt himself. He blew out his knee. His first game is Sunday, I believe. I don't know if he played week 3. But yeah, should not challenge those draft rules. Question number 8: would you rather have Peyton or Eli Manning right now? God. Peyton throwing ducks or Eli just being Eli? I would probably take Peyton because he knows how to win in the regular season, but I would see, here's the thing with that. If we're talking right now, I'd probably take Peyton. If we were talking like later on in the season and this question was asked, I'd probably go Eli, because he's actually pretty damn clutch in the postseason. Peyton's probably the top 3 quarterback of all time, so why wouldn't you want him? Question number 9. Will Cam Newton throwing Ed Hochuli under the bus hurt the Panthers with the refs in general? I don't think so. I honestly think what happened was Cam Newton misheard what Ed Hochuli said. It's clear he said something, but if you look closely and you look at Hochuli's blips move, it looks like he's saying something about running. That whole situation's just unbelievable. And question number 10: which is the NFL's most complete team? If anybody doesn't say the New England Patriots, they're out of their damn mind. No, I'm kidding. Because I know the defense is a little shaky, but most complete team, I could see New England. I could see people saying Arizona. I could see people saying Green Bay. I think those three teams. Uh, Denver's got issue. Denver has a little bit of problems. I think they can't run the football. Yeah, those three teams would be the most complete team because you got the defending Super Bowl champions, you got Aaron Rodgers, and you got Arizona's great defense, and Carson Palmer is actually playing like an MVP candidate. So any of those three teams would be the most complete. And the bonus question this week: what would be your dream vacation? Oktoberfest, Germany. I would absolutely love to go to Oktoberfest. It'd be great and awesome. One place I haven't been. And with that, that is 10 questions this week. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, refresh it, give it a second chance. Also, a little bit of news here. I am starting to stream now on YouTube Gaming with the most recent PlayStation 4 update. You can now stream via to YouTube, and I will be streaming. If you subscribe to the channel, and you'll find when I'm live streaming, you'll see it show up. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, there's questions next week. See you then.